Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing your general love reading for the rest of June 2019. Before I get started, I just want to say a couple of things. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, please leave this video and go find another reader who does resonate with you. This isn't going to resonate with every Sagittarius out there, so please keep that in mind before leaving rude comments on my videos. Anyways, I already shuffled the cards because it takes forever, so I laid them out here and clarified them. I am using the Fairy Tarot cards. It's a very beautiful deck. I love it. So let's get started, Sagittarius. For the first row here, which signifies the past, this could be the distant past, or this could be the recent past. This could have happened as early as yesterday and as late as a year ago or so. Anyways, so I have here the King of Summer, which is the King of Cups, the Five of Autumn, and the Queen of Spring. And the energy that I get from this is that it was clarified here by the Ten of Swords. And so what I'm feeling is that you went through something in the past. You went through some kind of betrayal, some kind of deception. Could possibly be a third party, but not necessarily for some of you. But there was a deception that you experienced at some point in your life. And what I'm feeling here with the King of Summer and the Five of Autumn is I feel that this King of Summer was someone who this King of Summer is either the person who hurt you or the person who helped you feel better about this situation. Now, the King of Summer is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it could just somebody who possesses those qualities. And over here this card says King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. So it could just be someone who has those qualities. But with this Five of Autumn, I really feel like this person, like I said, this could have been the person who hurt you. But if they're not the person who hurt you, this is a person who helped you when you were in a time of need. Like maybe this person gave you some advice that, with the Queen of Spring here, this is the Queen of Wands. Maybe this king gave you some advice that made you feel better about yourself. It made you start to see your beauty, because maybe whatever happened to you in the past here with the Ten of Swords, maybe this is something that kind of damaged your self-esteem a little bit. But I feel like you had some help here. You either had some help, or if this King of Summer isn't a person, then it's a situation in which you had to force yourself to forgive a situation from the past, so that you can feel like the Queen of Wands, who feels very sexy. She feels beautiful. She's self-confident. She knows what she wants, and she won't take anything less than that. Okay? And this is what I'm getting from your past. This could be happening right now. However this reading resonates with you, take it. Now, In this middle section, which would be the present, you have the Two of Springs, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Summer, which is the Five of Cups, and the World. And now, what I'm getting from this is that right now you're in a time of your life, and because this is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, what I'm feeling here is that you're at a point in your life where you're kind of like looking into your future. Okay, you're kind of wondering, okay, I need to make, not wondering, but you're thinking to yourself, okay, I need to make some changes in my life. You know, maybe you've been stuck in a certain mentality, in a certain way of thinking. Maybe you're stuck living in this place where you don't no longer want to live in. Or maybe you're just starting to see things differently. And with this Five of Summer, to me, this Five of Summer, which is the Five of Cups, underneath the Two of, I'm sorry, this is not the Two of Pentacles, this is the Two of Wands, sorry about that. This Five of Cups underneath the Two of Wands kind of tells me that you're starting to look past that disappointment, and you're like, you know what, there's more fish in the sea. I shouldn't sit here and cry over spilt milk. Okay, I need to work on myself. With this Eight of Pentacles, I see this is, to me, this is self, like working on self, like putting time and putting effort on yourself, and taking the good qualities that you already have and just kind of trying to perfect them. Okay, like embracing the good qualities and working on the not so good qualities about yourself. That's what I'm getting from that. And you're starting to look beyond this Five of Cups, because I do feel like you've been in your head a little bit and you've been feeling sad about whatever happened in the past, but I feel like you're starting to look beyond that. Okay, and with this World card, is like, I feel like you're almost there. Like, if you're not already at the end, you're almost there. Like, you're almost over these past hurts that happened. You might even travel here. Now, this would be the future, and although this reading is until the end of June, these are events that could happen months from now. And I will tell you that I've had events happen to me that started showing up in my readings 2 years prior. But anyways, so here in the future, I have the Empress, okay, the Queen of Autumn, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Spring, which is the King of Wands. Now what I see here is, with this Empress and this Queen of Autumn, I feel as though, you know, you're working on yourself. You're working on every aspect of yourself. If you have kids, you're working on being a better parent. Okay, if you have a job, you're working on being good at your job, being the best you can be. Okay, I feel like this is you just like trying to be everything that you've always wanted to be. Like, whatever situation kind of ruined your self-esteem and just made you feel like stagnant here. I feel like you're taking power over that, and you're gonna fix your life. Like, you're gonna turn things around. And with this Queen of Autumn, again, it's like thinking practically. Okay, like you're finally appreciating what you have. You're appreciating, I don't know why I'm hearing that. I'm hearing appreciating what you do have. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to see what else I get from this. Learning to find your own stability. Not having to count on anyone else. And with this Page of Swords here, clarifying this section, like, to me, this is like determination. To me, this is like, I had goals and I finally attained them. Like, I feel like this is you taking, you know, taking control of the situation. And maybe, like I said, maybe this is something that you, whatever happened to you in the past, because it's showing up here. And if it's showing up, it's because it's something that affected you in some way. And if this isn't a deception that someone did to you, this is a deception that you did to someone. But anyway, so with this Page of Swords, to me, it's like, I also feel as though maybe there was a point in your life where you kind of kept going back and forth, you know. You tried to move on, but you always kind of like kept looking back towards the past. But I feel like you're finally gonna walk away from that with this Knight of Wands. You're finally just gonna be like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. And you're gonna, and this is also a self-esteem card, so I feel like you're gonna be like, I'm too good for this, I don't have time for this. And look at the Empress again. I clarified the last section with 4 cards just because I like to be extremely sure of my predictions. And here with this King of Spring, I feel like with this King of Spring, what I'm hearing as soon as I pull this card out, what I heard was not comparing yourself to anyone else. It's kind of like, I read a quote today somewhere, I forgot where, but I read a quote today. It might have been at the school I work at, and the quote said, a flower doesn't compare itself to the flower next to it, it just blooms. And so, for whatever reason, when I pull this card, what I thought to myself is like, no more comparing. All right, no more comparing myself, my situation, to other people. It's time to embrace who I am and change the things that need to be changed, and appreciate the things about me that are good, and work to make them even better. And with this Empress here, clarified by the 4 of Cups, what I'm feeling here is that when you come into this state of mind where you know what you want and what you deserve, and you're starting to see yourself in a different light, I feel as though you're gonna start seeing that you're better off. I'm hearing better off. Give me a second to get more messages. I'm better off without this in my life. And maybe you're gonna have to make some decisions in the future. And those decisions are gonna involve you having to, or this could be the other person you're dealing with, but in the future you're gonna have to make some decisions regarding love. And maybe those decisions are gonna force you to leave behind some things that you really don't want to leave behind. Ignore people that you wouldn't normally ignore. And I'm not talking about you're going to ignore your family or people who don't deserve to be ignored. But I feel like maybe you've been putting your attention on, people who really don't deserve your attention. Okay? Patience. I feel like you're gonna have patience in whatever decisions you're gonna end up making in love. And you're gonna start seeing things from a wider lens. Whereas maybe in the past you maybe looked at things in a more narrow way, or maybe looked at things the way you wanted to look at them instead of what the reality was. I'm hearing. That's what I'm getting from that. I also pulled a animal spirit card here from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and the card that I got was Freedom is Yours. And what I'm getting from this card is that perhaps in the past you found yourself in a situation where you felt like you didn't have control. You felt like you couldn't do anything about all the bad things that were happening, or I'm sorry, one second. Not depending on anyone else. I'm getting again, just not depending on anyone else to do the things you want to do. If that makes sense. That's what I'm hearing from this card. And if we look it over in the book, I mean, it's a lot to read, but it's a card about not letting, instead of trying to take control of a situation, just kind of letting things happen on their own as well. I'm trying to find it here so I could read a little bit to you. I'm like holding the phone with one hand. 1 second. Now we have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. When Horse Spirit appears, you are gifted with the spirit of movement. It would be nice if I put the card here for you guys. Sorry. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey. One of freedom of choice. I did say that there was gonna be some decisions you had to make. But anyways, it says freedom of choice. Horse Spirit reminds you that no matter the circumstances, you have free will and choices that take you far away to a better, sorry, I'm turning the page, to a better place, a better situation, a better state of being, for there is no one but you to rein in your will to make a different decision. So what I'm feeling here again is that you're going to start making decisions, and now that I see this Four of Cups again here, I feel like you're going to start making changes and making decisions in your life that are going to involve a better future for you. Okay, whether that means cutting your circle short, and when I mean circle, I mean like your circle of friends. Maybe you have to cut it short. You know, quality versus quantity type thing. But you've been through a lot in the future. I'm sorry, but you've been through a lot in the past, and that's why I feel like these changes here are taking place. I mean, here with the Five of Autumn, again in the past, which is the Five of Pentacles, which is a card about it's a card about, you know, feeling abandoned, a lack mentality, feeling like maybe feeling like you're not good enough. Maybe this deception made you lose money. Maybe you lost money. But because it's clarified by this Queen of Spring, which is Queen of Wands, I feel like this was a self-esteem, self-image. Maybe someone made you feel not good enough about who you were physically and mentally and who you were, period. So this is all I have, Sagittarius. If this reading resonates with you, please comment and let me know how this resonates with you. I am a new tarot reader. I've been reading the tarot for about 3 years, and I made this channel mainly as a way to kind of perfect my skills and practice more. So let me know, and thank you so much. Bye.